Hello friends, welcome back to Pokemon Crystal, the worst final evolutions. So last time we got through the burnt tower and tried to challenge the Ecruteak Gym, but sadly lost to Morty and his Gengar. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to train while trying to progress. I'm gonna go and try to visit Olivine City, and along the way battle some trainers and hopefully get a few more levels. But I'm also going to be trying to set up a situation that might help me beat the Ecruteak Gym sooner. I'm not going to spoil too much unless it happens, but if it does happen, I'll go more into my thought process as to what I am trying to do. So before I go on this route, I just want to say right now, whoever thought to put the music of this route here, you are awesome. I absolutely love this tune. I wish this song was in this game more. Just such a catchy tune. Alright, a little bit of reorganization here. I know I shouldn't be focusing on Effie too much since it's not useful in the Ecruteak Gym, but I try to keep Pokemon at roughly equal levels, so Effie's gonna get a little bit of love this episode, and I'm gonna hopefully get its levels up a little bit more. If I can beat the Ecruteak Gym sooner, I can attempt to get the EXP share for it, and that'll help to alleviate a few problems. But let's see what I can do here against some trainers. I've been overseas, so I know all about all sorts of Pokemon. Well, let's see what you got. I think Krabby is what you got, or Poliwhirl? Oh, wrong on all accounts, it's a Wooper. Alright, well, Effie definitely can't fight a Wooper since poison type. I don't have any grass moves. So I'll just... Oh, I'll bring in Ray. Let's have Ray do some fighting. Ooh, I got slammed. Alright. Well... Since it's effective on ground, but ineffective against the water, that means Ice Punch would be a neutral hit, and that still did a lot of damage. The reason I didn't go for Headbutt per se is it would be a lot weaker, despite also being a neutral hit. So I wanted to take advantage of Ray's slightly higher special attack, and the much better damage that is Ice Punch. But that takes care of a Wooper. And Sailor Harry down. And my skill is world class? Not yet, my friend, not yet. Okay, and then over here we have another trainer who is well known for giving items away when you get her phone number. In her case, she gives away Thunderstones. So Last Dana will also be added to my phone list. And this could set up my situation here. So, if this works, I'll explain what I'm thinking of in my head. I hope this works. So we'll see what happens. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted to happen! Oh man, I know I shouldn't be happy about a Pokemon getting paralyzed, but that worked way too well. Okay, I do just have to get through this fight here, so... let's bring in... Because I don't want to lose... I don't want Palmer to faint, but I wanted it to get the paralysis status. So we're going to bring in Weber. Maybe I'll get some lucky underground digs? Your attack reduction will mean nothing. Actually, yeah, since I'm at a good level. Nightshade! Okay, nope, just a little tackle, no big deal. But another Nightshade! Alright, down goes the Flaffy. And Effie's still got a little experience for its trouble. Okay, Psyduck. Shouldn't be too bad. I should also, yeah, just Nightshade this Psyduck here. Let's see how this works. Okay, still a 3-hit. Oh, okay. Forgot that Psyduck could get psychic moves at an early level. And I do not want to lose any Pokemon right now. Avoid psychic moves. You know what? If Effie somehow faints, that's not going to be the end of the world for my strategy. So, come on, Effie! I believe in you! Still gonna be 3 hits, but at least I won't be taking confusion damage. Hit number 2. Okay, not a critical. You just set up your, your end, Psyduck. Sometimes it's actually funny to get Effie disabled so it uses a stronger move. Okay, well... So I have now actually set up the strategy I was looking for. So I'm just gonna get Dana's phone number here, and just for the fun of it, there we go. Register the phone number. Okay. So since my strategy has been properly set up, now I'll explain what I was trying to do. So. Dealing with the ghost type can be a bit tricky, especially at this stage of the game with Morty and the Gengar, because Gengar is a very strong Pokemon. So sometimes you gotta think of other ways to deal with certain Pokemon. And sometimes your strategies might have to go a little bit outside of the box. In this case, I'm making reference to the moveset that the Gengar has. Now, I'm not sure if I remember all 4 moves off the top of my head, but what I have noticed is that Gengar has Hypnosis, Dream Eater, and Shadow Ball. So if you think about it, Shadow Ball can't hit Palmer, so Gengar would probably go and use Hypnosis, try to put Palmer to sleep, and then try to use Dream Eater. But Gengar cannot put Palmer to sleep because Palmer is already paralyzed. So with that, I've now set up a situation where Gengar should not be able to hurt Palmer in any way. And because Palmer has a non-normal, non-fighting move in Fire Punch, that means that Palmer will be able to hurt the Gengar without the Gengar hopefully not being able to hurt Palmer back. And that is my slightly out-of-the-box strategy to try and deal with the Gengar. Dealing with the Ghastlies and 2 Haunters, that's a different story, but I do have a Digging Spider, and those will be able to handle... what am I trying to say here? My other Pokemon, they should be able to handle the Ghastlies and the Haunters. But it's dealing with the Gengar with trying to take luck out of the equation. So here's hoping this works. Thankfully, I can set up the same way I did last time. Dart can handle the beginning Pokemon. Yeah, as Ghastly goes for a Curse. So take some of its health out. And then I can just headbutt the Ghastly. There we go, that's a knockout. And some good experience too. I always do appreciate that. Now we have the Haunter. Now I am cursed. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. And I'm gonna let Effie come in and be the sacrifice so that Dart can handle round 2 of Haunter. Okay, well there's a Hypnosis. Well, that means Effie can't do much. I mean, it's not like I brought in Effie to do anything. Just a safe switch so that I could get something going. So, Effie can have a little sleep. Alright, thanks, Haunter. So we'll bring Dart back in. And I'll do the same strategy I did before, because I'm fairly certain I'm still faster. So I should be able to get a few hits going on the Haunter, provided it doesn't put me to sleep. Now that does raise a good question. Okay, well that does help. Haunter takes half its own health. Okay, I'm still asleep, so I will take a bit of a curse. I'll take a curse hit here. Oh! That Haunter knew Mimic? That's kind of funny, actually. Oh, but I didn't know, Haunter had, Mimic. Okay, well that does complicate things a little bit. Gonna have to figure out another Pokemon to come in here and take down the Haunter. Well, plan's going awry, but it's not the end of the world. I want to keep Mr. Puff. Palmer's the Gengar strategy, so Ray, it's your turn. Okay, Nightshade's a Nightshade, but a Nightshade can't kill me in one hit. Let's see what an Ice Punch does. Gets the freeze! Yeah, it's the first random freeze from an Ice Punch. I like that. Okay. Oh, good experience too. Okay, here's where I hope the strategy works. So I can't be put to sleep. I can't be hurt with Shadow Ball. And I can hurt it with Fire Punch. Okay, okay, Mean Look's the fourth move. So Gengar cannot hurt Palmer right now. It has no move and no ability to do so. So I can just sit here and spam Fire Punch, and this will take down the Gengar eventually. And I do have to worry about myself being paralyzed, however, but because Gengar cannot actively do anything to me, me getting paralyzed is not a big deal. So we just have to keep hoping for the Fire Punches. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a Fire Punch burn. And getting that will, at the very least, speed up the process. Or critical hits, too. And there's the burn. Got the lucky shot. Okay. Well, can't believe how well this worked. Goes to show thinking a little outside the box just helps you, can help you in the weirdest situations. Okay, Gengar has fallen, and a few levels gained as a result. Especially for the speedy Palmer here. Gets levels like crazy. Okay, now we just have a regular old Haunter to deal with. Kind of surprised that they didn't have Gengar be the last Pokemon, or randomly a Misdreavus, of all things. Okay, well, Palmer did his strategy brilliantly, so I can just stick in here and get a burn on the Haunter. Yes! Oh no, Haunter knows Fire Punch. That... I know Haunter's on a turn time limit, but that would be very funny, because that's a special move, and Haunters have good special. But all it does is stick to the spite tricks. But that takes down the Haunter, that takes down all of Morty's ghosts, and that's the fourth gym down. I don't know, Morty, you're still plenty good. I had to think to beat you. But now I've received the Fog Badge. So, yeah, and I can now surf on water whenever I like, which does open up a lot of new areas for me to explore. And that TM there is Shadow Ball. Now, who on my team can learn that? I'm just curious. That would only be Palmer. Okay, so if I felt like it, I could switch up Fire Punch for Shadow Ball. But there we go. That is gym number 4 taken care of. Yes! So now let's do a fresh heal up here. And now that the 4th gym has been conquered and I am able to surf now, I'm going to go to Mahogany. And I'm sure I've mentioned this like 4 or 5 times already. And what do I have? I do have the ability to surf, which will then give me the ability to get the EXP share once I go through a few steps. And once I do that, I won't have to bring Effie in as much for battles. Might slow the leveling progress of my other Pokemon, but Effie needs all the levels it can get. What do we got? Ooh, an Ultra Ball. That might come in handy. So, right over here we have the Cave of Mount Mortar, which is a very labyrinthine cave. But if you have Surf, you can skip most of it. Well, actually, you can really just skip all of it. Now, there are things you can get inside of Mount Mortar that are like unique things. You can get the Dragon Scale for helping evolve Seadra into Kingdra. You can find the Karate Master, which will give you a Tyrogue once you defeat him. Like, there are things to get in there, but it is an entirely optional area to explore. So, I'm just going to explore over it. Okay. And here we go with another item. Well, Super Potions, those are always good for exploration. And I'm going to try to avoid as many trainers as I can here, for now. I do have to deal with a few wild Pokemon, so oh well. Yeah, well, I'll probably just run away from most of them. The levels of these Pokemon aren't terrible for leveling up, especially some of the water Pokemon. So I'll just try to avoid the spinning hiker over here. Oh, hello. That's a very strong Arbok. I might try to defeat you. Let's see how this works. Oh no, I'm wrapped. It's thankfully not like Generation 1. Just a little damage and that's it. This should be good experience. Down goes the Arbok. Alright. Well, stats are even on Dart. There we go. Alright, so I've made it to Mahogany. And I'm just going to do a quick heal up here. Because I did take a little bit of damage, and I do still have a route coming up, and I just want to try to avoid as much as I can. So having a team at full health will help. Okay. So let's see what I can avoid up here. So the plot of Mahogany Town is that Team... Oh. What does Ralph want? Oh, Ralph wants a battle too. It's too bad I'm not really in the area. Okay. So the plot of Mahogany Town... Oh, well, I guess I had to fight a trainer after all. It's almost like the game doesn't want me to spoil what happens in Mahogany, but I kind of have to do the startup of the quest. So, can't interrupt me while I'm doing this battle. Anyways, so the plot going on in Mahogany Town right now is that Team Rocket is up to something fishy. And if you were to pay attention to your radio, you will notice that there are some weird radio frequencies on the airwaves around the area of Mahogany. And that's quite suspicious. So, trying to uncover everything that's going on here will lead you up to where I'm going right now, which is the Lake of Rage. And up there, there will be a bunch of people scattered around the lake saying that there are a lot of Gyarados hiding in the lake. And right now, there is a Gyarados that is rampaging in the center, and I have to go calm it down. But the unique thing about it is that it is a red Gyarados. So it is a shiny Gyarados that I have a chance at getting. And I'm going to try to get it. I don't have to do any catching whatsoever from this point onwards, but I'm going to try to catch it. Oh man, I am loving these elemental punches. So by catching or defeating the red Gyarados will trigger the start of the Team Rocket quest, where an individual that you might remember from the red, blue, yellow days will be at the lake, and he'll say, something's suspicious here, do you want to help me try to take care of this? And by agreeing, he'll help you out trying to stop Team Rocket. But I'll get more into that later, because probably, once I get the EXP share, I'll probably be doing things in Olivine City instead, because oh, I just walked right into that. Well, okay, well, getting a few more trainer fights. But the way I normally play this game is, once I finish Ecruteak, I always go to Olivine City and handle everything that is to the west in Johto first. And then after that, I'll usually do Mahogany Town. And that's normally what the intended gym order is. Although, given the levels of the Pokemon in comparison with their types, I tend to think that the 6th gym is stronger than the 7th, but that's just me. But I will be doing it as the west side of Johto first, and then the east side. I'm just doing all of this for the sake of getting the EXP share that I'm wanting. But I just have to get through a bunch of wild Pokemon. Hi, Furret! Okay. You know what? Just gonna speed this along here. I know it's an evolved Pokemon, and I probably could have gotten a lot of experience for my trouble, but... Okay, so we'll go behind you. Oh, and I can dodge that one. Okay, so he doesn't have full vision. Alright, so here we are in the Lake of Rage. And over here we have the Gyarados. So, I'm not saving and restarting to try to catch this. If I miss the red Gyarados, then so be it. Which is a very rare thing for me to say. If I know something rare is coming up, I will make sure I save the game right away. Which is a very archaic mechanic of the old games. They certainly ease off on that in later generations. But here we go. I'm going to attempt the red Gyarados. Oh my goodness, a shiny! I just wanted to say that. But it is a very strong Gyarados, so my guys may not be up to it. Okay, Dragon Rage, that's only 40 damage, so I won't get KO'd from this. I'm going to attempt a Thunder Punch, which I'm hoping will at least leave a strong dent. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I lived that. Okay. Right, Bite's a special move, and Ledion has good special defense. Okay, that's the level of health I wanted to see there. So let's see how this works. I'm gonna try just whatever I can. If the Gyarados faints, so be it. Well, there we go. Didn't even have to rely on the A button. I have a shiny red Gyarados for the side of the screen now. Okay. No nickname. But there we go. And by defeating or catching the red Gyarados, we get a red scale. And that's the item that I'm looking for. Now, I'll save myself some time here by triggering this, so I don't have to come back up to the lake. So, here with this individual here. This lake is full of Gyarados, but nothing else. So the Magikarp are being forced to evolve. And if you remember the sprite, that's Lance, the final member of the Elite Four from the previous games. So he's out here on business trying to solve this. Did you come here because of the rumors? You're Storm? I'm Lance, a trainer like you. I heard some rumors, so I came to investigate. I saw the way you battled earlier. I can tell that you're a trainer with considerable skill. If you don't mind, could you help me investigate? Of course. Excellent. It seems that the lake's Magikarp are being forced to evolve. A mysterious radio broadcast coming from Mahogany is the cause. I'll be waiting for you. And just teleports away. Probably, I think they made it so that he flies away on one of his Dragonite. in later iterations. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I think if I can skip one more trainer, I should be able to get some items. I might do that now just so I don't have to come back up here in the future. I still got plenty of time. Okay. Well, Ray's down to 1 HP, but I don't really have to fight anything. I can skip this trainer here with a nice little hop over water. And there aren't many. I don't think there's any trainers up here right now. So I'm just going to see what I can get here. I know there's a few hidden items, like this really potent full restore. So we'll keep that for later. And then, thank goodness, because I have every HM on my team, I can just cut whatever I need to. Now, if I remember right, I think this leads to the dead end. Yes. Oops. I don't need to headbutt. Oh. I didn't even know that rare candy was there. Yeah, that location there is another location for one of the weekday siblings, the trainer that appears on Wednesdays. But I didn't know that there was a hidden item underneath. So that's cool. I learned something new today. So we can just go and get some items here. Well, elixirs are good. Especially if I have to go for long explorations through places, but I don't... Power point consumption usually isn't a problem. Especially with my frequencies of visiting Pokemon centers. So, over here... TM43, I want to say that's Rain Dance, but that's just what my memory's trying to tell me. No, Detect. Another potentially useful move. We'll see how well that works. And then over here in this house, we have this gentleman here who has awakened a hidden power within him, which is a very, very obvious way of saying that it's hidden power. So, if you remember, that is Effie's signature move, but it can also be learned by virtually every other Pokemon. And what's funny enough is, in this game, because of how things are, it is a move that is listed as something unknown can learn, but since they already know hidden power, it's kind of a wasted space. Although in the event that somehow hidden power is removed, probably through glitches, at least there's a way to reteach it. But I have that hidden power as a means to explore some other options for some of the Pokemon that I've got. Because maybe I could find a new type to give some coverage to one of my Pokemon. I don't know how effective that'll be, but it might be something I'll explore in the future. Alright. Well, at least going back down is a lot faster. And I even get this. Oh, but my items are full. Okay, so I might have to do a little bit of extra menuing here. Just for now, since I do want to try to keep some items preserved. So there's a Max Ether. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry about some of the trainers. I'm okay with that. So it's this house right here is where I would go to initiate the Team Rocket quest, but we're not going to do that right now. Gonna try to avoid good old... Oh, that was close. I mean, wild Pokemon are fine. Oh, there's Eradicate. And there's me running away. Just skip there. I don't happen to have any repels on me still. Oh, yes I do. That's good. I can use this to get by some of the areas here. Alright. Surfing on a pufferfish. That's going to be kind of weird. Usually I'm surfing on a Lapras or sometimes even a Sentret or Furret. This time it's just straight up a pufferfish. Okay. So now I have to take the... actually, maybe I'll do a little item depositing first. I have to take the red scale to our old acquaintance of Mr. Pokemon, and he will trade me the EXP share for it. And then Effie will be able to start getting experience without me having to throw it into battle. So let's go get it. Oh, Repel's gone. If I can turn. And, oh, of course, there's always one random Pokemon that decides to get me right at the edge of the grass. Okay. I wonder... I'll heal you up soon, Ray, but can you knock out a Pidgeotto? Almost. You know what? We'll let Effie have this one since it's virtually knocked out. Still gotta take a little hit to do it. And funnily enough, this will probably still not knock it. Oh, well, there we go. Effie does have some strength behind him. There we go. So that dodges all this. If I can actually drive my bike, at least I can do some quick turning. And here we are in Violet City. Actually, there's a few other things I can get now that I have Surf. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I should probably try to keep some item space available at the moment. So I can do some quick tree cutting here, which will let me get to these areas here much faster. And hello, Mr. Pokemon. So Red Gyarados, he's like, I want that scale. And there we go, I now have the EXP share. Alright. So now I will do just quick bit of menuing. So now we're gonna give Effie the EXP share. Now I can take this Poison Barb and I'll give it to Weber. Actually, no, I think Weber's liking the Quick Claw a lot more, or at least I'm liking the Quick Claw on it. Mr. Puff can hold the Poison Barb for now, but I've got another item coming up that I think will do a lot better. So just to avoid a few stray encounters, I'll just do this. Hop down all these ledges. Well, maybe I'll get a few more berries for the road, since I do already have a berry in my item pouch, so it's not going to take up any room. And there we go. Now we're here in Cherry Grove City. And over here, if you noticed when I was taking the tour with the old man, there was this guy on a lone little island out here. And he said a Pokemon I caught had an item. I think it's the Mystic Water. I don't need it, so do you want it? Doesn't even give me the option, but I was going to say yes. So this Mystic Water here will power up all my water moves, which, hey, guess what? I have Mr. Puff here who's going to virtually have all water moves. So I don't really need the Poison Barb. But I will take... Yes, I do have the room. So Palmer's got the Charcoal, Mr. Puff has the Mystic Water, Weber has the Quick Claw, and Effie has the EXP share. So I just gotta find an item for these two. But I don't know what I'll get yet. Okay. Well, now I can do some last quick biking. And, of course, run through some wild Pokemon. Okay. Such low levels. Not really any point in me fighting them. It's kind of where I wish I still bought a few Repels. Yep, definitely where I wish I bought a few Repels. Now, I still remember the time starting out this and having to train Ray and Weber against all these Caterpies because they couldn't handle much else. Oh yeah, I can fight youngster Joey here. Oh, okay, so maybe I lost the chance to fight him. So maybe it's only for a certain amount of time. Okay. Alright, we got through all those patches. No, oh yeah, and I can cut up here too. Okay. I know that a lot of trainers don't usually keep their cut Pokemon with them, but I'm kind of glad that I do have a Pokemon on my team that can use cut. I am able to just freely explore more of the area. Like, there's so many more things you can get just by having the access of the hidden machines with you. So, like, even right here, that's a rare candy for my trouble. Always a good item to have. And then I think there's one more item I can get. Or one more wild encounter. Yeah, just a Poliwag. A decently leveled Poliwag. I may actually fight it. Okay, well, 2 shots still do the trick. I didn't want to say anything about the potential of having my speed lowered just to say, like, oh, hey, last laugh goes to Poliwag. So yes, Effie now will get half of the experience of every fight, regardless of whether or not it shows up. And that helps me a lot. And I don't care if Effie gets really overleveled as a result of this. Like, let's be real here. A level 100 unknown is not going to be the scariest thing in the world. But I want to have the ability to have that unknown on my team as per my challenge. Okay, and I want to keep the HP up on me, so you know what? I'm just going to toss this antidote here. So I can get this PP up. So if I have to... If I'm in a situation where I'm bringing Unknown in a lot, I have those PP ups there for increasing the amount of hidden powers I can do. But then that also does bring up the potential for me not increasing the amount of hidden powers so that I can start struggling sooner, since struggle is a stronger move. Okay. Well, that's quite a bit that's happened on this episode here, so I'm gonna call it right now and get back to the exploration on the next episode, where I'll probably be trying to go to Olivine City, and from there we'll be able to continue the adventure. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the fun of all the travel that has happened so far and the defeat of Morty at the Ecruteak Gym. I thought that was a really fun fight. So hopefully we'll have more on the next one. So anyways, take care, stay safe, and have a good day.